If you'd like to jumpstart your new career as a freelancer, but you're still a beginner at this point, keep listening. In a moment, I'm going to cover how you can best choose the right skill for you for freelancing, including things like if it's profitable, and also if it's just going to be the easiest one for you to learn so you can get started as soon as possible. Then we're going to take a look at how to get clients as soon as possible, and then look at a freelance career starter kit that you can download right now. This is a resource that's freely available online, and it is fully available to you. We'll cover that in a moment. Choosing the right skill. I've helped many freelancers get their start, and I always find that it's appropriate to lead them to weigh their options overall. And the first part of that is just looking if it's profitable. An easy way to get a test for this is go to sites like odesk.com, that is odesk.com, because they have a marketplace that shows what skills people are already freelancing in right now. And so what that allows you to do is you can look and see what people are already getting paid for these things, the price of the jobs, both for beginners, for intermediate, and advanced. And this gives you an overall sense for how much you're going to be able to start at in the skill, and then where you can take it from there. For some skills, I'll take an example. Let's say a virtual assistant, which is it's kind of like a personal assistant over the internet, although you might do a wider variety of things. For that skill, you can get started at something like $8–10 an hour if you're a beginner with no prior experience. But if you have some sort of specialized skills, they could be even higher. For example, if maybe you have a background, let's say particularly marketing or a bit of management or something, you might be able to get even more than that. I know virtual assistants who make over $20 an hour. This is just one example. And then there are other skills where it's just by the project. Like designers tend to do it by the project, not by the hour. It might be a few $1,000s a project. Getting started, though, you're probably doing a lot less than that. So that's a good way for you to get a sense for, because for you, I imagine there's certain skills you might have an interest in or predisposition, even know them. But you also want to make sure to check that it can be profitable, both in the short term and then if it has room for growth in the long term. So I recommend that you weigh your options in that regard, and also try to pick a skill that you're going to be able to, wake up and be glad to do each day. You can. It doesn't have to be the most passionate skill ever, but it should be something where you're not going to have a problem getting started each day. And when you're looking at how to get clients, you could do this on the same website I recommended just a moment ago, odesk.com, or there's also elance.com. There are some other of these sites, but those are the two biggest ones. So you probably just want to start with those before you sort of branch out into the other ones. If you use these websites to market your skills, to find projects, you can get started much faster just because there's already an established marketplace. There's already clients posting jobs that you can bid on, and so it's just much easier for you to get started quickly. Now, that being said, in the longer term, you also want to have other plans for doing it. Usually Odesk is a good place to start, but usually the really high-paying clients we found in other ways. The best way to take it from there is to simply get third-party endorsements from people that you work for. When you get clients on Odesk, it's very often that business owners have, they know other business owners. So just ask very directly for referrals. Ask if they know anybody who'd be interested in their skills, and ask them to refer you to them. And you'll find that a percentage of them will, especially if you deliver on it, they were satisfied with your skills and how it went. They'll in many cases be glad to give you referrals, sometimes more than one to people that they know who are business owners. And that's a great way to keep expanding your client base from there. Now, to get that starter kit we were talking about, you can head to work1099.com. What this kit is an overview of how to get yourself set up very quickly, start getting your first client, but then also a very detailed growth plan for how you can continue to make more money from freelancing over time. This is something that I put together myself from my experience in freelancing for a number of years, and just the main ways that you can very quickly improve your overall income and lower your overall number of hours worked that's also desirable for you. So what you're going to want to do is right now is head to work1099.com and download that starter kit for freelancing. Because the sooner you get started with this, the sooner that you're going to be able to start getting with freelancing, get your first clients, get paid, and then start making more money. This is something that you'll definitely want to get started with right away.